Welcome back to the channel. It is officially 2026. It is January 2nd, Friday, and I am going to be running a 20-mile trail race tomorrow. I signed up for what's called the Croom Zoom 20 miler out in, and I don't want to butcher this, so I'm going to have Google handy. This is in the Withlacoochee State Forest. I've never been there. I've heard it's really beautiful. I will say that when I signed up for it, I didn't really think the whole timing of the holidays through. I just saw January and was like, yeah, cool. It'll be nice. Let's do it. I just got back yesterday from travel where my daughter and I visited family. So I haven't had much time to prep. And my last long run was actually my half marathon, in fact. That's on signing up for a race a few months back and then not thinking things through with your holiday plans and then just not fully putting that picture together. We're just going to go and see what happens. It's 20 miles, which is nothing to scoff at, but it's primarily flat. It doesn't seem like there's any hills or anything crazy to worry about. So I'm hoping it'll be a pretty smooth trail and I can just kind of, have a nice long run. There is a 10 miler, there is a 20 miler, and a 50K. 50K. I picked the 20 miler and essentially it is 2 loops of the 10-mile track. I really tried to peer pressure some people into this. I dropped a few hints, but nobody took the bait. But that's okay. This is a busy, crazy time of year. I totally get it. I love doing races with people, but if there's something I'm really interested in doing and no one signs up for it, that's not going to stop me from signing up. It's about an hour and a half drive, so be leaving early in the morning. Let's hope for the best, and it'll just be a nice day in the woods in a beautiful state forest with a bunch of others that are celebrating the new year. This is the plan to wear these tomorrow. They are my go-to trail shoes right now. They fit me great. They feel good. They're starting to take a little bit of a beating, but hey, these shoes have seen some things, so happy about that. We'll take these tomorrow, and obviously we'll wear slides in the car. Hi, honey. My sweet girl. Okay, so in terms of clothing, it's actually a little bit chillier than it has been lately, but as per usual, I'll probably be in shorts. My legs tend to warm up pretty quick, so I think I'm going to run with my Salomon compression shorts. I really, really love these. They're super comfy. I wish they still made them. I don't think that they do. As far as tops, this is where it gets interesting. I have crops that I can run with. I have sports bras that I can do like a tank top or something over it. I think what I might do is a sports bra and then possibly a long sleeve. I might be okay in something thin. I was thinking maybe this mock neck top, but it's long sleeved. It's super thin. It's, sweat wicking fabric, so it should feel pretty comfy. And again, this is going to go under my vest, so it's just something to protect my skin. I think this is what we're going to run with. I actually also have this same top in black. This is a Lululemon piece from years ago, which I actually found the black one on Poshmark. I just like how simple and streamlined it is. I think my cat is in there. Hey, honey. And then in terms of socks, actually, no, I'm not going with any of these socks because I'm wearing my Nordas. And I have found that wool socks work the best with those shoes. So I have a pair of Arc'teryx socks from like forever ago. They just feel great with those shoes. I can't explain it. I've tried other socks. These are a winner every time. And to talk about the fueling a bit, so as you can see, I've got the King Supreme here of carbs. That will probably be breakfast in the morning, but I was thinking I'll take energy gels. I'll take a goo. So I'll take that tomorrow. And then I'll probably do these energy chews just to kind of mix it up. I did bring a Morton because honestly, I need to eat these. I have 2 that need to be eaten. I'll throw that in and see how I feel. And then gummy bears. This is a trail race. I have room to put things in my bag. I think with all this, I'll be just fine. That's the plan there. I will get my bottles clean for my hydration vest. And speaking of, here are my bottles that I'll just make sure they're rinsed out. And then this is my Salomon Advanced Skin 12 that I'll be wearing tomorrow. My bottles go in here. All my goodies will go in the zipper parts. And then on the back, I've got another zipper as well as like this top pocket that I'll throw this camera in. And then who knows, maybe like some tissues or something. There's hats. I might just wear the one that I have on. I like this hat a lot. It's maroon. It's like a pretty easy color. Or maybe I'll get crazy and wear like a high vis hat. This is one of my favorite hats to wear on the trail. It's just because it's orange and you can see me pretty well. And it says y'all on it. This is from Outdoor Voices from like forever ago. And that's all I have for now. So I'm going to relax, do some foam rolling, possibly do a little bit of yoga as well. Just enjoy like the last couple days of peace and quiet before I go back to work and before my daughter starts school. I feel like I always look forward to this time of year and then I just fill it up doing stuff. So today is a relaxation day and I'm going to take advantage of that. Here we have a little pre-race pasta, grilled chicken, super simple, just some herbs and spices, garlic powder, onion powder, all that good stuff. Grill it up. And then I have some delicious organic pasta from Costco. And for this pasta, I chose to do a little bit of arugula with some tomatoes and bell peppers that I also grilled. So just really simple veggies in it that won't, do any crazy things to my stomach. Carbs and protein. Gonna enjoy some pasta and then get ready for bed. It's 6:15, so maybe not get ready for bed, but start to wind down the night at least. Truly the worst part of an early morning race. Why did I sign up for a race that's so far from my house? Oh my God. This is diabolical. Oh my God. 3:45 a.m. Tell me you have a lot of miles to run in the morning without telling me. Gang's all here. There's a little late night snack, early night snack. Yeah. Gonna do some reading and some snacking and hit the hay. Matter of fact, this is my earliest alarm right now. I don't believe it. We'll probably make one even earlier than that because I'm a crazy person. 3:40. Yeah. Okay. So, Wow. Whew, it's early. I've been up for a bit. It's 3:41, 4:31. My alarm went off at 3:40. I had a little Pop-Tart and having some coffee now. Got dressed, did my hair. Probably just gonna rock the braids today. The drive is around an hour and 20 minutes, so I will leave here in 20 minutes and start heading that way. It's a 20-mile long run in the woods. Hi, Annie. Good morning. The cats are up. They're very frisky because the alarm went off so early this morning, and I'm pretty sure there's a full moon outside too, so that'll be pretty cool. Is getting to see that on the drive. Not much more to say. I'm just going to finish this coffee and head over to the Croom Zoom. We're going to go zoom.
You have any advice for me? I've not been up there. Perfect.
Stay on the trail.
I got everything well marked.
All right, we have arrived. I am number 92. Got a very fun shirt already. So I'm going to do what we do and then chill out for a bit and then head over to the start line. Getting all my stuff laid out here. I think we're coming back by the cars, so I'm actually just going to leave some extra snacks and water here. That way I can just run by the car, grab it, and go. Beautiful full moon. And this is the parking lot around 6:40. There was definitely not as many cars when I pulled in about 20 minutes ago, so get here early if you want to get a good spot. I don't want to take my pants off yet. Okay.
You won't kiss me? Markers for the entire 20 miles. 2 10-mile loops. You're following these. Anytime there is a turn, there is a sign. So, should be easy. Shouldn't be any problems. Go!
Between the trees and you're onto the single track.
Oh wait, you didn't use the refill.
Yeah, I'm gonna refill it. I was about to.
The goods. The nectar of the gods. Just finished 10. I'm gonna grab a snack at the car. Keep going. Those last 2 miles were brutal. I am going to grab some more fuel and water and head back out. Really not going to worry too much about time today. Just want to survive. Eat some gummy bears really quick. This is fun, but it's hard. The sun is starting to come out, which reminds me, I am just going to go ahead and take off this top. Yay! All right, we gotta go. All right, here we go. I'm walking now. It got hot and I started not feeling too good. So I'm gonna walk for a bit, just see how I feel so that I can finish strong. We did it! 20 miles and the Groom Trail done, and we got a fun little cup. Not a medal, it's a cup. The finish line over there where we came in, and then they've got a little snack table. I'm sure I'll grab some Diet Coke because I feel like that's calling my name. But that was basically a 10-mile run and a 10-mile hike. But it was a beautiful hike at that. And I actually did have a little bit left in the tank towards the end, so I was able to run the last 2 miles. But definitely took a lot longer on the second half than the first. It was a lot of fun. I underestimated this distance on the trail. I will say that. Lesson learned. I am sitting in my car with my Theragun right now because my calves are screaming. And I tried walking around, but that didn't really seem to help. So I am dirty and disgusting, but I'm Theragunning it as I watch the people finish, because the finish line is literally right in front of me, as are the porta potties. So that's fun. That guy's finishing right now, and so is she. So they're gonna run through there, and there they go. How cool is that? The front row seat right now. My shoes have made it off. My socks have not. I feel like after I finish a long run or a race, like I have no brain cells. I can't think of anything except just like getting water and not passing out. So moment by moment here, I'm coming back to life. And they have some like snacks and they're barbecuing. I cannot think of eating a thing at the moment. I unfortunately got super nauseous around mile 12 or 13. I don't know what happened. I couldn't stomach any of my fuel, and even water was making me feel icky. So that was fun. So I am not eating anything yet because I don't trust my stomach. I didn't throw up or anything, but I came close several times, and at one point I wondered if it would just be better if I went ahead and threw up, but I didn't. Hot damn, this stuff is not for the meek, and this is not a glamorous sport, y'all. I smell horrible. Horrible? I smell absolutely horrible. And I'm sitting here with my window halfway cracked so that I won't smell myself on my drive home. I should probably actually just go walk around. So let's go do that. I don't feel like I'm going to puke anymore, so that's good. Got a burger, chips, an apple, some candy. Taking it all. Just laughing at this assortment of post-race items. So I went and got some food finally that I will probably eat on the way home. I got a cheeseburger, candy, chips, granola bar, and an apple. And I have plenty of water. I think I'll be good. I downed a couple cups of like ginger ale, Coke, Sprite. I don't know. I had a pickle. I just kept taking stuff from the table. It's fine. But yeah, I think we're gonna head. That was really fun. I really appreciate the Croom organization. Everybody here, super nice. This is a really well organized event. Come do it. I will probably do the 10 miler next time, unless I'm more trained to run 20 miles. I would have done great today had I done the 10 miler. I think I would have felt better, but you know, I signed up for the 20, so I had to do it because I'm stubborn. But next time, I think I would do the 10 and just send it. We're going to head back to Orlando. Hi, again. I am clean. My hair looks a lot different than it did in those past videos. I feel a little better. Got my compression socks on. I did a little Epsom salt soak. Spent a little time with the Theragun. Got my glass. Fun fact, I thought this was like a juice glass. It's a shot glass. Of course it's a shot glass, but that's a big shot glass. And then like, here's my espresso glass. This is pretty big. I don't drink liquor, so I will not be taking a shot from this, but maybe I'll put some juice in it or put some, you know what would be really great in here actually? Like makeup brushes or, I don't know, Nerds gummy clusters. I don't know. I'll figure out a use for it, but this is really fun and different. I also got a shirt. Wah! The Croom Zoom graphic on it. This is a small. It's unisex, obviously, one size fits all. I will say, I like it. I like an oversized shirt. This is a really nice, like light, dry fit material. Think a little bit more about the race and talk about how it went overall. It overall was good. I finished. I achieved the goal of finishing the race. That's what people do. They sign up for a race, they run it, and they finish it. However, I had more of a time goal going on into this, which is kind of dumb because this is a 20-mile race, and I have not been running long runs that build up to 20 miles at all. As a matter of fact, my last run was my half marathon, and that was 13 miles. So I haven't done what the cardinal rule of running prescribes, which is increasing your mileage 10% every week to get to where you want to go. Like we see that with marathon training. You know, one week you're doing 13, the next 14, 15, maybe you're backing down, but then you're going up, and then you're hitting your 20-mile run. I did not do that, so I broke that rule. However, I just thought, you know, this is a trail race. I can just go out there and have like a nice long run. I had a good time. The first 10-mile loop was great. I felt like I was hitting a pace that was sustainable, and I was booking it. I was feeling really good. It's a single track course for most of the route with roots, and then when there's not roots, it's like that sugar sand that, you know, has some vegetation growing over it, but it's tough, you know, it's tough on your legs. There were a lot more incline, like rolling, hilly terrain in this race than I thought. I didn't look up There wasn't anything about an elevation map, so I just assumed it was flat, like no gain or very minimal gain. But I actually gained 1,033 feet. Like, that's not nothing. So no wonder I was feeling a little bit gassed on the second loop. I was good until like mile 12, and then I just started feeling really nauseous. Like I had this feeling like that I honestly like wanted to throw up, and that's not fun while you're running. And knowing that I have, 7 more miles or 8 more miles still to run, I walked. That's when I started doing like walk, run, just to see if that would help. I definitely did more walking and hiking here than I had intended to, and then I planned on, but it's a beautiful hike. It's a beautiful walk. So I tried to like tap into that and not be like upset that I was walking in this beautiful forest. Like, why would I be mad about that? So while the second half didn't go as well as the first half, and I didn't hit like a time goal that I thought I could hit, I got through it. I picked up the pace towards the end, which I was very proud of. I knew that, if I just kept running, putting one foot in front of the other, I was going to get there. I will not lie. I had some thoughts of walking off course. I had some thoughts of letting the people at the aid station know that I was not going to continue on, which sucks. But when you feel that way, when you feel so nauseous and sick, like it's not great. I gave myself a couple of moments to see how I felt and if I felt okay enough to continue on. And that's what I did. Patience was key. I had to let the ego go. No fancy time, no fancy finish. It was just complete the run. Listen, if you have to DNF a race, that's totally fine. I am just stubborn, and I kind of did the runner's math thing where I was like, okay, if I can make it to this and if I can make it to that, then I'll be okay. Plus, you're kind of out in the middle of the woods. Like, you don't really have a whole lot of choices, which is kind of scary if something happened. I knew where there was help. I knew where the aid stations were. I made the mistake. I grossly underestimated this distance, 20 miles, on this course, this trail. That was a me thing. I did that. This is also me just being very real and open. I also felt like the drive, was like an hour and a half, and it played through my head of, if I just did the 10 miles, I'm just running 10 miles and I'm driving an hour and a half. 3 hours total to just do 10 miles, which is not fair. That's kind of stupid. So I stuck with the 20, and I wish I would have done the 10. So note to future self, but hey, we're learning. Like I'm still learning. Every race, every effort is an opportunity to learn something, to grow. And I learned something today. I learned a few things today, and I'm going to grow from this. Sometimes you just have the day you want and you go out there and none of these things matter and you're able to nail it. But I think it's really important to identify what variables you might have been at odds against if you experience something that, you don't feel like you lived up to your goal or you didn't hit something that you thought you could hit. Sometimes we are a little delulu, and that can knock you right back into reality. And sometimes you need that. So I had that today. I was very quickly reminded and humbled, and I think that's super important. I think that's almost as important as PRs and placements. So that's it for me for now. Probably we'll head back out to the trails more often now that it's nice outside. Like, it's a lovely time to run in Florida. Maybe do some efforts where I push myself a little bit more so I can see what that feels like if this is something that I ever choose to do again. Gonna turn my focus to a road race now. I'm running a 15K in March and going to be shifting back to road to focus on that. If you choose to do this race, it's great. The organizers are really, really wonderful. It's in a beautiful state forest in Florida, and they do a couple races throughout the year. This is the one in January. I believe they also have one in April and maybe another one in June as well. So just know that the later in the months that you get, it will get a little warmer and probably more humid. So be aware of that. I would recommend it, and I had a blast and I finished. So we're gonna take that as a win.